The Secure Copy Protocol command, often shortened to SCP, is a command line utility that allows you to securely transfer files between computers on a network. It uses the Secure Shell Protocol, or SSH, to encrypt the file transfer, ensuring that your data is protected during transit. SCP, which stands for Secure Copy Protocol, is a network protocol that facilitates file transfers between hosts on a network. What sets it apart is its use of SSH, or Secure Shell, for both data transfer and authentication, ensuring a secure process. Some of the key features include encrypted file transfers, SSH-based authentication, compatibility across various operating systems like Unix, Linux, macOS, and Windows, and its functionality as a command line utility. The general syntax of the SCP command is as follows: SCP, then any options you want to include, followed by the source, and finally the destination. Remember that the source and destination can be either local or remote paths. Now let's discuss the remote path format. The format is username followed by the @ symbol, then the host, a colon, and finally the path to the file. For example, user at 192.168.100:home/user/documents/file.txt. Here are some common examples of using the SCP command. To copy a file from your local system to a remote server, the command is SCP, then the file name followed by the username at the remote host, a colon, and the destination path. For copying a directory, add the recursive option, which is -r. Then specify the local directory, followed by the username at remote host :/path/to/destination. To copy a file from a remote server to your local system, the command is SCP, then the username at remote host :/path/to/file.txt, followed by the local destination. Similarly, to copy a directory, use SCP, then -r for recursive copy, followed by the username at remote host :/path/to/directory, and the local destination. SCP can also be used to copy files directly between two remote servers. The command is SCP, then username 1 at host 1:/path/to/file, then username 2 at host 2:/path/to/destination. To copy directories between two remote servers, use SCP then -r, followed by username 1 at host 1:/path/to/directory, then username 2 at host 2:/path/to/destination. To copy multiple files to a remote server at once, use SCP, then file1.txt, file2.txt, username at remote :/path/to/destination. You can also use wildcards like an asterisk to copy multiple files, for example, scp*.txt, username at remote :/path/to/destination. Here are some common options you can use with the SCP command. The -r option is used to recursively copy entire directories. The -p option preserves file modification and access times. The -q option enables quiet mode, suppressing the progress meter and warnings. The -v option enables verbose mode, displaying debugging messages. The -c option enables compression during file transfer. The P option allows you to specify a different port for the SSH connection. The -i option allows you to specify an identity file, which is a private key, for authentication. The -l option limits the bandwidth used, specified in kilobits per second. The -f option allows you to specify an alternative SSH configuration file. The -4 and -6 options force the use of either IP version 4 or IP version 6 addresses only. Let's explore some advanced examples of using SCP with various options. To use a specific port such as 2222, the command is SCP-P 2222 file.txt, username at remote :/path/to/destination. To use a specific identity file, use SCP-I/.ssh/ID_RSA file.txt, username at remote:/path. To limit bandwidth to 100 kilobits per second, use SCP-L100 file.txt, username at remote:/path/to/destination. To preserve file attributes while also enabling compression, use SCP-P, capital C, file.txt, username at remote:/path/to/destination. When using SCP, it's important to be aware of potential security risks. SCP is based on the SSH version 1 protocol, which has known vulnerabilities. It is susceptible to man-in-the-middle attacks if host keys aren't verified. Password authentication can be vulnerable to brute force attacks. By default, there is no integrity checking for transferred files. Some best practices include using key-based authentication instead of passwords, always verifying host keys before connecting, considering using SFTP or rsync over SSH for better features, and keeping your SSH client and server software updated. While SCP is a useful tool, there are alternatives to consider. SFTP, or Secure File Transfer Protocol, offers a more feature-rich interactive file transfer protocol. rsync provides efficient file transfer with a delta transfer algorithm, which only transfers the differences between files. WinSCP is a GUI-based SCP and SFTP client for Windows. FileZilla is a cross-platform FTP and SFTP client with a GUI. In summary, SCP provides secure file transfers using SSH encryption. It offers a simple command line syntax for local to remote, remote to local, and remote to remote transfers. It supports recursive directory copying and various options for customization. Always consider security best practices when using SCP. Thank you for learning about the SCP command. If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.